Love is a basis of making dreams clear. We all know from form to heart, in the forms of life, a world anew is changed. But for the more, in just a few days, the stars realign where love is most found, discovered. Love is but a joy and hope, but what we entitled ourselves to be. As human beings, we are far more waiting to discover the true nature of what comes with it. Moving forward into the next life is like a beam of light setting out on the stars amongst the moon, where the planets stay hidden. In the forms of life, we are in a new age where many possibilities can come with it. In a philosophy of tyranny, triumph, glory, mercy, beautifulness, togetherness, a bridge to where it opens an imagination. Hope is identified, is unlocking the key and the capacity to bring one another united, standing together in far more reasons than we can ever imagine, where plenty of life can be settled in a world ruled by chaos, desire, life, insecurity, agony, pain. Love most of the time can heal ourselves, can heal the wounds of the past. The time that it opens a doorway, a gateway, a portal to our own selves and alternate realities. Life is so much query. Life can be amazing and specific, but can be requested, reincarnated in itself, conflicted values. Life itself has plenty of morals, has plenty of remorse, has plenty of compassion, has plenty of desires where you put your lives in a little bottle. That bottle of water can be so amazing. It flows like a river. A flower can bloom and blossom and bubble its way out and sprout wherever it may grow, wherever it may be, wherever it might secure itself. You see, men and women, we are all the same. We each take part in a connected universe where all our minds can put in the singularity of rediscovering ourselves. History in a decade, in a millennia, has taught us the teachings of how we can find love, the knowledge of it. It officiates what unique capabilities and what of a unique kingdom and a place and a palace where all rainbows can shine, where no treason can be made. But when we ride to the sunset, live our lives to the fullest, we imagine a hope, a story of number one, a story of the hundreds and zeros and the millions and thousands. You, my friend, are about to begin a journey of settlement, a journey where all things can ponder the question, where do you define and stay? Where do you stand? What choices do you make? Who are we to take away the rights of anyone, of any capability, when love is right there? Our values of compensation, the dignity of what man and women come with it, the decency it has all chosen us to do, the workforce, the drive, the skill, the sets. Where might it rely on? But the most important question is, where do we interrupt our futures? Where is our disruption in that? How do we contribute a tribunal? How do we tribute to the legacies and the empires we build? The revolution of what it makes sense to stay in this world. What position do you fathom more? We cannot even fathom of what dirt, of what disaster lies ahead. But one thing is for sure, my friend, that nothing else matters than to be your own person, your own unique person. And where moreover, family comes first in its ways, that another more or another person can even see it for himself. The heights of destiny, the heights of a hierarchy, the heights to achieve success and not depict deception. Deceit can be a very hard thing to trust when one of your own have betrayed you. You can furthermore understand what you're going through and what systems cannot work and what monsters lie in the bed. But when you stare in the mirror, what beasts can you conjure? What matters most in our hearts? The sunshine of a beautiful sunny day, when the moon rises and the morning sets. What values of our family and our poetry at this time can be a distance? In the hands, the river flows. In our conquests, our fellowships, our missions, we have a striving workforce. In our hearts, we are bleeding. In our minds, we are drifting away. We face it full head on in a battle where we cannot even see for ourselves. We're in a matter of questions, conversations, lust, bended desire, love, life, disgust, black sheeps and wolves disguised as men. What darkness can be brought to the light and not be severed? In our times of needs, we keep our lives on borrowed time. We cannot place our hearts in a place of castles and sands and dirt and dust. We're plunged into the gutter and left alone into the mud, like quicksand as it is. Kings, emperors, princesses, princes, ladies. Our souvenir is calling ourselves majesties, excellencies, presidents and the royals. But could you even imagine the evolution of what makes a promised land? The happiness that comes with all our lives into one. What happens if life was cursed in its own? Would you depict loyalty, respect, humbleness, redemption as it follows? No more than anything, but you can find the most discoveries by solving yourself and the division and the fraction and the Newman and the common denominator that decimates itself. Flesh and wound are all the same. Pour salt on abandoned wound. It gets pain and hurts, followed by anger, rage. You feel like your soul is disappearing from one to the next. But all bodies live thousands of years and thousands of generations, complete, without even an uttered word. No mystery found, unhinged, perhaps, the suspense of trying to know, of trying to find a certain excuse. But bloody hell, we all come from differences in a shit pitter, but nothing more or less comes from the greatness of your heart.